Good morning, my dear students. I am going to tell you about the English lesson Block 14 Descriptive Writing, LP1 Similes and Metaphors. Here we will describe people and things using similes and metaphors. LP2 Details from the senses. Here we will describe events or scenes using details from the senses. LP3 Writing a journal entry. Here we will write a journal entry describing people, settings, and events by using similes, metaphors, and details from the senses. LP4 Journal entry review. Here we will review a piece of descriptive writing. Next we go for block 14 LP1 similes and metaphors. What is aim of today's class? To describe people and things using similes and metaphors. What are keywords? Keywords are similes and metaphors. Simile versus metaphor. So where we have to use simile and where we have to use metaphor. Uses. When you use a simile, you say that something is like something else. Something is as something else. Something is like or as something else. For example, he eats like a pig. It's cold like in Antarctica here. Her skin was as white as snow. So these are the examples of simile. And where we have to use metaphor, when you paint a picture by saying that something is something else, you use a metaphor. For example, um, thanks for mailing those letters. You are an angel. It's Antarctica here. Laughter is the music of the soul. The computer in the classroom was an old dinosaur. Like these, they are examples of metaphor. So here you observe these two sentences. He is fat, or he is as fat as a bloated balloon. So which description helps you imagine the person more clearly? So here we have two descriptions. First one is he is fat. Second one is he is as fat as a bloated balloon. So out of these two sentences, out of these two descriptions, which one you feel more clear? So here we have compared things with the other things. So here we have used similes and metaphors to compare those two different things. And those two different things are sharing a character. So to describe a fat person, so we are describing he is fat or he is as fat as a bloated balloon. Similarly, to describe a thin person, we can use the simile. Yes or no? Yes, she is as thin as a toothpick. She is thin like a toothpick. So these are the examples of a simile. We can also use a metaphor. She is a toothpick. So how can you describe a dark room using a simile or metaphor? So the room was as dark as a moonless night. So this is example of simile. So when you are thinking of a simile or metaphor, so we have to ask questions like What else is known for this character? When I think of this character, what does it instantly remind me of? So, like these questions, we have to ask when we are thinking about simile or metaphor. Next, we go for activity discussion. So, here we have what were the similes and metaphors that worked, what were some that did not work, and what can be the reason for only some of them working. So, a simile or metaphor fails to work when the comparison does not make any sense. So, when comparison does not make any sense, that time simile or metaphor does not work. So, I will tell you an example. So, if you want to highlight kindness in someone, if you say the sentence, she is a baby, she is a baby. Okay, so this metaphor will not work because babies are better known for their innocence, not for kindness. So, when you are framing the sentences in using similes or metaphors, so that comparison should give proper meaning. Next, we have generalized discussion. How did you choose which object the person or thing would be best compatible with? So, how do you choose? How do you choose the person or how do you choose different objects for persons or things? So, how do you choose? How do you compare the person or things with the objects? So, when forming similes and metaphors, we have to ask ourselves few questions. What character is this person or thing best known for? Which other thing is a good example of this character? Is this thing being a good example of this character a fact or justify my opinion? So, dear students, so when you are comparing a person or thing, that time we have to think what kind of character this person or thing is having and what other thing which is a good example for this person's character, that also we have to think and then we have to compare uh, both the things by using simile or metaphor. Next, we have a higher order thinking. Can you describe the love the mother panther shows to her cub using a simile or metaphor? So, can you describe the love the mother panther shows to her cub using a simile or metaphor? We can use a simile like her love was warm like the winter sun. Okay, because feelings do not have any physical details, so they are best described by comparing them to an object. Next, we have application part. Open English workbook, volume 2, page number 30. Here, we have to read the passage. Although the tea pluckers looked as worn out as the collars of their shirts, they always spoke excitedly about this, that, and everything. This time it was the panther. The panther was a puzzle that everyone wished to solve. It had been seen near the workshop and heard whimpering near the cattle shed. Yet no dogs disappeared nor were any cattle attacked. It made them curious like little babies. They searched for panther footprints like a sleeping child. They all wanted to know what it was looking for. They were not afraid to venture out of their houses even at night. Nights in the valley would have scared anyone but them. Even their children combed the hills, searching for little clues to solve the mystery of the panther. So here A1 question is underline the similes or metaphors that make sense. Circle the one that does not make sense. So here we have to observe the similes or metaphors, and the similes or metaphors which are giving sense, those sentences we have to underline, and that does not make any sense, those similes or metaphors we have to circle. B1 is complete the sentences to add some more similes and metaphors to the passage. So here we have to complete the sentences by adding some more similes and metaphors. C1 is describe the feelings of these characters using similes that make sense. So this completes your block 14 LP1, and in the next session I am going to explain you block 14 LP2, that is details from the census. Thank you one and all.